What's up, guys? So I'm going to show you really fast, like in a minute or two, how I go about split toning. So the reason why I do split toning is because we have contrast in like our normal light, like lights and darks. We also have contrast in our colors, so like blue and orange contrast and those obvious ones, things like that. So my whole process here is pretty straightforward. So we're going to do highlights up to, so saturation to 50, so that way we can choose our color. Now I put a blue into my highlights because most of the rest of the highlight is going to be more like a yellow color. And so by putting just a little bit of blue in, it's going to help kind of clean it up and just make it look a little bit nicer. So when I'm looking for the color here, all that I was looking for is I knew that I wanted a shade of blue. And then I just chose whichever shade of blue looked the cleanest to me. So that looks a little bit green. That's a bit purple. So I think that, like, obviously purple there. So I'm thinking right about there. Maybe. Right there. Okay, so now we're going to go to our shadows, saturation up to 50 again. I'm just going to move it a little bit to the right just to make it a bit more orange. What I'm looking for here is I'm just trying to find a color of orange that looks like it'll contrast my blue tone that I set, and that's why I left the saturation up there. So we can see like there's no contrast in our photo as far as color goes there. There's a little there, but I feel like it looks the best right about here. All right, so then our next step from there is going to be to affect our balance. So our balance is going to affect how much our shadows are showing up versus our highlight colors showing up. I like to tweak it a bit towards the highlight side. So I'm thinking it looks good. Yeah, right there. So now we'll do saturation down to 0 on both of those. And then first of all, pull our highlight saturation up and then our shadow saturation up a little bit. A lot of times when I'm playing with these, I'll use like up keys. So, bump the mic. Okay, so we'll do like up. Looks like about 2 there. That looks pretty clean. Like, again, we're not really trying to change our photo a lot. We're just trying to siphon out a couple colors in it. Now, okay, yeah, so 10 there looks a bit much. 5's decent. Thinking about 6 there. That's too much. That's too little. Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking right there. That's it. From there, we're going to adjust our temperature a bit. I already did up by 2 on my warmth, and I think that's where I'll leave it. Yeah, I might tweak that a tiny bit, but overall, this can be my final photo. You can't see any adjustments there because I edited this photo already in Photoshop, and this is just kind of my final step. I never split tone at first because when I'm first in Lightroom, I'm just trying to get overall my colors need to be right and overall my tones need to be right. And it's not until I'm finishing up, like on my last steps in Photoshop, and then when I get back into Lightroom, that I'm really trying to perfect the colors. And that's the reason why a lot of the times I'll actually edit in black and white, just that way I don't have to think about the colors, and I'll just reintroduce those later on in the edit. So I hope this video helped you guys out a little bit with eliminating some of that like kind of color haze that can get over a photo. Comment below if you have anything that you want me to teach next, or send me a message on Instagram at Jeff the Climber, and also give me a follow there to see all of my before and after photos that I post. Thanks, guys.